Good afternoon. The oriental collections of the Georgian National Museum are significant for their extensive chronological and geographical range. There are artifacts from Egypt and countries of Near and Far East. The collection includes miniatures, manuscripts, and drawings executed on parchment, different kind of paper, and piece paper dated by 8th, 9th, 16th, 18th centuries, and also posters on the papers dated by 20th centuries. For decades, the collection was located on the ground floor and kept in unsatisfying conditions, such as absence of space for proper storage, improper security, poor ventilation and fire detector system, dust accumulation, fluctuating temperature and relative humidity, no appropriate storage equipment and display materials. The unsuitable environments posed danger to the collections. The Georgian National Museum made it a priority to undertake urgent measures aiming to rescue the collections. In 2010-2012, Georgian received support from the European Union to carry out a twinning project titled Support to the Institutional Development on Georgian National Museums. This involved the twinning with a European institution of similar organization structure, the sharing of the European practice and systematic implementation of this practice in the work of Georgian National Museum. European partner institution of the GNM was the foundation of the Prussian cultural heritage and its Berlin State Museums. The project had 4 components. Component 3 of the project was collection removal pilot case. It involved planning of the new storage facilities, conservation of objects, and rehousing of the collections from the outdated facilities to new storage, to new specially arranged storage. During the development of the removal program, analytical scheme, risk quality level, and the volume of the work was calculated along with German specialists. In the framework of the project, the following actions were taken. An inventory of the collections was carried out. A database, removal list, and photo documentation were created. The materials for transportation and preventive conservation were chosen. The place for cleaning, conservation, and packing was prepared. At the same time, new storage facility was equipped. After visual treatment, visual observation, the condition of each object was evaluated. For example, most on paper was brittle and fragile. Many of them were placed between 2 sheets of glass. Some of glass was broken. Some of the miniatures had paper fragments and plastic that were glued to them. There were various cracks, folded, broken, and damaged parts, etc. Before rehousing, each object was cleaned, flattened. The damaged parts were consolidated and packed. After transportation, treated artifacts were placed in special boxes and positioned in a new storage rooms. And finally, many thanks to the European Union, Foundation to Prussian Cultural Heritage, Berlin State Museums, and the Oriental Department team. And of course, thank you very much for your attention.